Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. And guess what it's time for? It's time for a TVT. It's Flash and it's Light here on Apocalypse. RJB dug it up for me. Said, here you go. And I said, thank you very much, RJB. Top side, it's going to be a Red Terran player. It is going to be Flash on the Smurf name he's been using for the past few weeks. And in the bottom right, it's going to be Light. Maybe the best Terran player right now, but Flash is quickly establishing his dominance on the Korean ladder. But I kind of feel like, unless he competes in tournaments, that he can't take his prior first place for Brood War. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do you think Flash being first on Korean ladder makes it so that he's the best StarCraft player right now? Or does he need to compete in some like Pro League Cups and ASL and stuff? Alright, so it's a TVT. Hopefully there's going to be drops. Hopefully there are going to be wraiths, maybe some battle cruisers, and not just a tank line that stretches diagonally across Apocalypse with tanks staring at each other. Because that is pretty much TVT in a nutshell. But I feel like that is not the case, because RJB would not send me one that was just that for like 20 minutes. Alright, what's the play going to be here? It's going to be a barracks coming up. And, are we CCing first Flash? Oh my gosh. I know it's a 3-player map. Flash says, what's up? No, he just goes for a later barracks. What the heck, dude? You were saving up cash. You hadn't taken any gas yet. You would have had 400 minerals. It's just late. Just a late barracks? What are you going to do? Another barracks? 2 racks opening? No. Going to scout with this SCV. Barracks is earlier for Light right now. He also has his gas coming in. This is maybe a little disastrous of an opening for Flash here, but it is Flash. He is sort of magic. He can get out of positions that other players really struggle to get out of. But yeah, appropriately, we've got Terran Jam coming up right now. It's good. So it's going to be 1 Rex expand, no gas, which means you probably need a bunker or a hard wall, because the Vulture's going to be showing up here sooner than you'll want it to. Supply depot coming in. Just waiting for that factory, and there it is. So yeah, Flash comes in, says, oh, you're building a factory. Well, that's not great for me, because I'm just starting my gas right now. Alright, well, what's the play going to be here, ladies and gentlemen? Are we going to see Vultures up and Flash going to struggle to deal with them early up? Is he going to throw it on a bunker? I kind of feel like he has to, and yes, he does throw up a bunker. SCV harassing an SCV, little SCV on SCV violence there. And yeah, Marine's going to be able to handle that, no problem. Scouting SCV dies, Marine's pushing across the map, the bunker's going to deal with that, no problem. Factory going to finish, and I feel like we're going to make a Vulture here straight up. Yeah, Vulture immediately produced. Still no expansion with this SCV from Flash is like, oh, you're trying to expand now. Oh, how is that not a block? I feel like that SCV was in position to block that command center, no problem whatsoever, but no, not even close. Huh. So bunker up. We got 2 Marines inside said bunker. We got gas. We got a factory. We got a factory. It's way later for Flash, but the second base is way later for Light. So Light needs to get something done here, but I'm not sure that he can. And suddenly, yeah, things are looking tough for Light. Suddenly, it seems like he's behind economically. Yes, he's got Vultures out faster than Flash does, but so what? Like, there's a bunker at the front here. Flash throwing up a couple more facts. A starport coming in from Light on the other side of it. I think he wants to drop. If I'm guessing what he'd like to do here is maybe set up. Oh, yeah, starport's right here. Of course he wants to drop it. Like, fast. So Scouting Rax comes in to see what's going on. Says, yes, this looks like prime droppable landscape right here. Let's go ahead and drop on in. Got Spider Mines on the way. We're going to put Spider Mines inside Flash's base, cause him all sorts of problems. It's going to be awesome. Light has big, big, big plans right now. So what's up? Nothing much else. Still no second gas. Barracks is like, you don't want to put your Marines outside of the bunker to come chase this barracks, because then Vultures will sleep into your natural base and kill all your SCVs. So that's why. That's why this barracks is brave enough to float on in here. Machine Shop works on Vulture speed. First play for Flash. SCV, another SCV comes in for scouting purposes. Sees no second gas still. Control tower needed for dropship. Dropship production. Oh, look at that timing. Look at that timing. Light is kicking butt, taking names. All is really well right now. Okay. So, spider mines being laid not inside Flash's base, but just kind of out here for scouting purposes. Enemy vultures, again, are not triggered on your spider mines and vice versa. So that's nice, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like spider mines inside the main base of Flash would be super cooler. Here we go. We got 4 vultures ready, waiting expectantly for this dropship to pop. Immediately pops, immediately loads up, immediately goes in, and there are 4 vultures waiting from Flash to deal with this. Absolutely fantastic killer play. Look at this. Dropship's like, oh. All right. Well, I had an idea, but oh no, he goes for it. Obviously, no. That's not working at all. So Flash shuts that down beautifully. There's a siege tank back here, so like vulture stuff not doing jack all here at the natural base of Light. So both players are pretty happily, yeah, again, you might be able to kill like an SCV here, but Flash is on top of you. See, look, once again, just like trying to get some hits off. Light is trying to dropship Vulture Micro himself into some kind of a victorious position, but oh crap, Goliath popped out, and now, oh my gosh, he makes it out with 6 hit points. That's nuts. Wraith comes out for not saving the starport purposes. You can just lift the starport, I guess. You're fine. Control tower is not that big of a deal. Spider-Mine here at the 3rd base, and oh, that's a sniped SCV. All right. Look, some SCVs have died today for Flash. Goes for the Vulture run by YOLO strategies, boys. We're not making it out of here alive, but we know it. Oh, ow. Maybe don't fight Goliath, though. Okay, or siege tanks. Also bad for you. Anyway, let's see. 2 more factories getting thrown up here. It's been a 3-fact play for Flash for quite a bit, so he obviously has a bigger army at the moment. Light does have the better income based on workers, 42 to 35. I think a Spider-Mine just triggered on a Goliath and killed it. So that's not fun for Flash. Don't want to lose a Goliath on a Spider-Mine. There's a scan by somebody. I mean, we're just going to be hearing scans pretty much consistently for the rest of the game, it feels like. Just because, I don't know, what else are you going to do? Just keep scans, keep it up on your opponents. Wraith harassing a little bit over here, has 1 kill. Nothing too ginormous at all. Siege mode is on the way for both players, and that is going to be the beginning of the tank setups and the tank positioning here. You want to set up basically here. If you're Flash, you want to set up over here. If you're Light, it's a good way to kind of threaten both the natural and the 3rd base at the same time with your tanks. This Wraith's still trying to get stuff done? Yeah, but like they're Goliaths in the general vicinity all the time. Anybody getting Charon boost? No, not really. Flash getting his own starport, believing in the power of drops and whatnot, as ya do. There you go. Using vultures to clear spider mines is so good, because there's no chance they trigger the spider mines with their little hovering bikes. That's the lore answer for why they don't trigger spider mines, and it kind of works for me. 4th base? No, 3rd base. 3rd base coming up right side here from Light. This is a weird map. I always feel like expanding up this way is faster, but it's still just the 3rd base. Both players' 3rd bases. Flash's is done, so he's down on worker count, but he's up on total command centers, which is pretty fantastic. Light. Is he still trying to produce dropships? Not really, no. And we're not going, I mean, it's not like super early Wraith Ball either, because that doesn't make a bunch of sense here at 9 minutes, but we could see the transition later on, right? Right. So hit that like button if you're enjoying this TVT. It's been a good one so far. We had that Vulture drop attempt. We had some greed here from Flash that has really seemed to pay off. Except he's down on worker count because he went for army that he couldn't really get much damage done with, and anyway, it's kind of a back and forth play. Okay, kills an SCV. 54 to 41 workers in favor of Light. His 3rd base is still not complete, but it's very close. He will have a better economy here than Flash as soon as that thing is done. But yeah, I'm concerned. I'm concerned about this tank line, ladies and gents. Another scan. I don't know who was scanning. It looks like that was a Flash scan of this position. Then another flash scan to further south here. I mean... very, very fun. Staring at each other from across the map. Now, this is a 3-player map, right? So it's not as easily cut in half as 4-player maps or 2-player maps are. So you kind of have an issue of splitting it in half. Whoever gets these 2 bases here by controlling this choke is probably going to win, unless drops can wipe it out, because breaking that is going to be really tough with your own tanks, don't ya know? 115 to 109 supply. Light is up. Again, a 12-worker lead right now from Light. Both players working on their upgrades. It's just a 0-0 land at the moment for both players on their mech. Wraithy boys like, what's up? I'll take down your barracks. You're getting extra vision from that barracks. That's unfair. Must murder it. Righto. So 3 base to 3 base. Nobody's made any major inroads here. It's just Light is ahead economically. But Flash can pull off some pretty sick tricks, man. And there we go. Little vulture drop here at the 3rd base. Couple SCVs died. Nothing major. Spider mines inside the mineral line. Kills. No! That tank didn't die. It took a spider mine right to the face. Oh, well. Maybe 2. And then the vultures get over here. And get more. Dude, Light! Light is really making his case for being the best Terran player in the world. Not that I think winning a TVT against a fellow highly ranked Terran player means you're the best Terran player in the world. Because just TVT is such a weird matchup. It's like saying, oh, that spider mine. What died there? It must have been something for Light. Wow, okay, that's a sneaky, sneaky placement for sure. Dropping up here, 4th base attempted. Oh, I was going to say, you could drop up here, but instead you're just kind of sneaking past it because you want to go down to the 3rd base instead. But dropping a vulture here would shut down this base construction quite nicely. I think it's maybe worth a shot, but all right. Going to unload at the 3rd base where there are actually SCVs to kill. And then it's like, tanks are responding. Never mind. We're going to head on down. So both players are basically leaving these bases alone. They both have an unspoken agreement that they're not going to take it. Because if you try to take it, the other player will put everything into trying to stop you immediately. Carol boost on the way from Flash. Big deal. Especially when dealing with these super annoying drops. But I mean, a Wraith is a good way to deal with it too. Yeah, so Wraith's clearing it out. This isn't like a 5-port Wraith thing. It's a 2-port Wraith thing. So this is supplemental. This is not him trying to get enough Wraiths to actually just kind of win. Well, besides, the Goliath count here from Flash. He's had Goliath since like minute 3, it feels like. So I'm not sure that Wraiths are going to be the answer. Here we go. Just tanks firing, tanks firing. Uh-oh, Flash. Flash is set up in the position of doom for Light. Light cannot allow this to happen. His 4th base up is nice. Flash's 4th base also coming up. There's a spider mine here. Very dangerous. The SCVs won't trigger it. But if any friendly units come over here that are like tanks or anything, we'll pop up and try to just explode on the tank. And if it hits the tank and some SCVs, that's bad. So Wraith Ball awaiting launch orders. Indeed. 5 Wraiths. They've got Cloak. Taken. Okay. Science facility goes down. That's not bad. This is a bit of a win here. Sim City for Flash looking just clean, right? Look at this. Just rows of factories, supply depots. Nothing's all chunked up against each other. Everything's spaced out so nothing gets stuck in here when they, when they're being produced or trying to run around. Light, on the other hand, a little bit more chunked together, but still has the same spacing on the supply depots and enough around space for the factories for it to work out. So anyway, let's see here. Like I said, 4th base for Flash, 4th base for Light. Ooh, 5th base for Flash. Dun, dun, dun. This is it. This is the big deal. This is big. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it at all. For Light, Flash is like, oh yeah? He's ahead economically, is he? Not anymore. I managed to take this position. Good luck breaking it. Okay, so then we just expand here. So hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th base here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5th base here. So technically, we're base for base right now. It's not the end of the world yet from Light. Hold on. How is the... how does this work? How does this work two players on a 3-player map for splitting it in half? (2-0) versus 1-0 upgrades. Light's got an attack upgrade advantage over this mech here. But not going for it. Definitely not going for it. The Wraiths are just having a great time. It's like, hey, why don't I force a scan out here and lose a dropship, lose a couple Wraiths. Ow. Ow. Yeah, that hurt. Ooh, and then fly over a turret. That's not good either. So hold on. So if Light gets these two, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases for Light. And if Flash takes these two, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases for Flash. So what are these bases? I guess these are technically 3rd and 4th bases for bottom left spawn. So there are just 4 bases for everyone on this map if there are 3 players involved. But that means there's 2 bases available for player 1 and 2 bases for player 2. So never mind. These bases aren't as big of a deal as I thought. Although, I mean, expanding here is going to be dicey. I don't know. Like, can you fire across this whole thing with like a tank here and like a tank here can shoot at each other? Doom drop. Light is doom dropping on Flash. At the spawn location in the bottom left here, there is really not anything to stop this at all. So, wow. Drops. What do I always say? If you're in a TVT and everything sucks because you can't break the enemy tank line, drops. Drops are great. Drops are a wonderful way to get behind enemy lines and crush everything, and then Flash comes in with a counter drop. Counter drop on the enemy siege tanks, beautifully executed. That is just a thing of art. The way that was done by Flash, just bringing pure tanks along, shuts it down, keeps the command center alive. I don't know. There's a little bit of fighting down here. I think Light tried to make this his, but Flash was like, no, absolutely not. So, yeah, so Flash has his 6 bases. Light still has not put a command center here. He needs to. He needs to. This game has been too close to just allow Flash to have an extra base on you. So yeah, we definitely have a bit of a TVT here where the players are staring at each other across a giant line of tanks extending from the top side to the bottom side of the map. There we go. Light taking his own 6th here. A little bit later than Flash, but it's a TVT. Like, it very rarely matters when you get your 6th base, unless you lose it. Flash goes for the drop. He says denying this base would be a big freaking deal. What did I say about losing this base? But then counter drop says absolutely not. Siege is up. And Flash doesn't siege its tanks up all that much, so he kind of lost that one wholeheartedly. Light still has this 10-worker lead he's had for pretty much the entire game. And I'm not sure that Flash is all that interested in getting over 60 workers. He's staring at 59. Production tab says, let's fire up 2 more SCVs, so shut up, Falcon. I totally want more than 59 workers. I'm going into the 60s myself. Thank you very much. Trying to get another drop in here. Flash not in position to shut this thing down. Losing a couple dropships and missile turrets, but not the end of the world. Light. Massive counterplay. Threatening kind of 2 bases at the same time. SCV count was over 60. Not anymore. Once again, Flash comes in, tries to drop and shut this thing down. My goodness, it's like he's doing zealot drops on this tank ball. And sure, he wins. I don't know. I'm not sure if I understand the mechanics of how that went so well for Flash, but I guess dropping your unsieged tanks on sieged tanks and they can't shoot you because they're sieged and you're too close to them. Maybe that's how this works. More dropships on the way from Flash. He's like, I know drops are going to be good. Light making a bit of a move here at the top side of tank line, but going up that high ground is going to be a tough ask. A massively, massively tough ask for ya. For ya lads. Flash trying to set up Trying to hold on to this position. I keep thinking this is a vulture, but it's just a stupid spider mine. Every time I look at the minimap, I'm like, there's blue! It's like, nope, that's not actually a blue. It's a fake blue. Number 379 of Falcon asking Blizzard to please make the minimap dots of spider mines a little smaller. Just somehow distinguishable, because that could be a siege tank for all dot size matters. It's the same size as a tank. Not a tank. Not even close to a tank. So, double armory coming in here from Light, which to me indicates he's interested in going for a lot of upgrades for air stuff. Because he already has 2 armories, so firing up 2 more, he could only be working on upgrades, upgrades for Wraiths and maybe some Battlecruisers. Maybe we will get some Battlecruiser operationals, yes? Yes, perhaps. Perhaps we will. Anyway, hope you're having a great time. Hope you're like, hey, it's a TVT. Hey, it's got Flash in it. How many of you are here because it's Flash? How many of you are here because it's a TVT? And how many of you are here for, like, Light? Let me know in the comments. I read every comment anybody ever makes. Leave me a comment. I'll read it. Guaranteed. Often respond to it. Not every time, but often. And that's a liftoff on Flash's 6th base here. Okay, so Light just kind of slowly reaches up. Swats at it here. That's big. This space not being alive for Flash is a massive deal for Flash. And I think Light, this is good. If he just sits here status quo, I think he wins. Just because, you know, the status quo is him having more income. All right, here we go. Big drop on the front line and then marching in with a regular ground assault. But, I don't know. Tank line high ground here, pretty scary, but only a couple of them here. Reinforcements are needed in this position. I see dropships coming across the main map to try to save the day here because this 6th base of Lights is in a lot of trouble now, but no, Light says just drops all over Flash's siege tanks and wipes them out. Now he's got a great counter position to keep shutting down this 6th base. Both players have significant banks. Flash is about twice the size-ish of Lights, so you think he'd be okay here, but I don't know. Long term, losing this for as much time as you are is bad news bears. Now, look, that's a ship weapons upgrade. That's a ship plating upgrade. I don't know. There is a physics lab for Light. Whether or not he's going to start throwing up battle cruisers here, I cannot tell. Let's see if Flash has a physics lab. Actually, he liked flying his science facilities out, didn't he? I think he lost one, too. Nope, there's one here, but it doesn't have a physics lab on it. So maybe Light will go battle cruisers and maybe Flash will not. That could be interesting because going BC kind of immediately invalidates the presence of tanks. It puts them on a timer of, hey, you have like 5 minutes to do something because the battle cruisers are coming for you and you can't defend yourself. Or if you just keep them around, I don't know, like 27 Goliaths, you can handle the battle cruisers. There we go. 4 BCs getting fired up. Boom, 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 boom. Battle cruisers happy about this. JLC happy about this. He's my #1 Battlecruiser fan subscriber. And he's going to be here for this one, no doubt about it. All right. So what's the play here? Drops in conjunction with BCs would be pretty rad. Flash doesn't seem super perturbed at losing this 6th base. He's like, I still got resources, man. I'm still resourcing it up over here. Still got some money in my natural. That doesn't count for anything, though. Right. But this one looks pretty good, too. All right, Flash again flies over this position, shuts it down. Light lands away from the position. But gets, a lot of big hits on those tanks. That's not good. You don't want that at all. But that did, he should have dropped. I don't know why he didn't drop on it. No, look. Siege tanks from Flash are firing on the SCVs on the 6th base here of Light. Light can't be happy about that one. Bro, these take forever to build. They're like carriers, man. They take forever to produce. But here we go. Battle cruisers up with 1/1 upgrades. Working on a +2 attack here, too. We're giving them Yamato cannon. I don't know if we saw Yamato come through. Maybe. Maybe it did, though. There we go. Yamato gets fired up. EMP coming in here, too. Science vessels being produced. Interesting why science vessels for light. There's nothing to EMP. I mean, for detection against spider mines, it's okay, but maybe D-Matrix? But he's researching EMP in particular here. Anyway, so here we go. I don't know if Flash has been taken by surprise here or not, because he doesn't seem to have a lot of anti-air to deal with these battle cruisers. He's got 2 Goliaths in the house. Do they have 3-0 upgrades? They do. Boy, wishes that maybe there were some better armor upgrades there. Flash does not seem ready for this. Oh, he goes for a giant drop. Wipes out the battle cruiser production of light. Oh, what a great deciding counter move here. He's like, yeah, these tanks have no value now that battle cruisers exist. Light dumps some of his own defense, defending his main base, defending his factories. He can't do anything about the starports. They're dead. They've been dead for a while now. Are we going to throw up, like, desperation missile turrets here, or what? Because 1-1 BCs against 3-0 Goliaths are going to do pretty okay for themselves. Both players losing bases, specifically the 3rd base for Light, the 6th base for Flash, which he's been losing for a while. Light's actually supply blocked with the death of some command centers here. This CC going down is going to be a huge deal for supply block as well. Tanks. There you go. So there's nothing on the ground here. So yeah, just a move, unsiege siege tanks through here. Shut this down. Never mind. Flash is responding properly, it would seem. Is this going to be our battle? He's strong. Did I bring enough Goliaths for this to work? Battle cruisers have Yamato. They almost have enough energy for Yamato. They can Yamato individual tanks. They can Yamato missile turrets, I guess. Yamato individual Goliaths would be pretty good. Oh gosh, yes. Yes! Goliaths Yamatoing to death. And then, still got to deal with the missile turrets, but all the anti-air here is gone. Flash is just kind of like, well, I killed the 3rd base. 4th base for Flash is running. 5th and 6th bases are running for Light. Sorry, Light as well. Oh, Flash is mining from this as much as he can because he knows. He knows he's going to lose it very, very soon. There's no evac path either. There's nowhere to go. No drop ships or anything like that. Dude, this missile turret getting free hits on these turrets is killing me. Stop letting the missile turrets get free hits. They're not going to kill your battle cruiser quickly, but it does add up. It's a fast fire rate, man. Yeah, Flash is like, all these SCVs are dead. This command center is dead. I know it. I know it. I know it. But yeah, keeping this alive is beautiful. And these bases, okay. I think Light might have this. Although, I don't know, we're trading bases, right? Flash comes down to the 5th base, completely wipes it out. SCV evacuation, not possible. Every SCV at this base dies. But dropping onto the 4th base of Flash, too. This game's getting an epic tag. I cannot believe this. We're getting a base race TVT with Flash and Light, the best 2 Terran players in the world right now. Cannot argue with this at all. Not even the teeniest or tiniest of bits. Okay, so yes, base down, base down, base down, base down, base down, base down. A lot of bases are dead, but if you'll notice on the minimap, Flash's bases that have minerals at them are low, including this one. Light has this one, which is actually a little bit fresher when it comes to income than this 3rd base of Flash's. Also, Light has more of a bank, both in gas and minerals, as you can see. Flash is maybe trying to retake this bottom left corner, but look at Light being like, no, I'm going to take this base, building a command center here. He says, you go expand here, and you expand here. I'll take this one, and maybe this one too. Light appears to have kind of abandoned his battle cruiser strat. He's like, I've got 4 of them. I'll get him repair these guys up. What a great commander Light is. Look at him go. Look at him go. Boom, 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 chicka, chicka, pow. All right. Bit quiet on the Western Front here. These bases are super important. All these bases along the bottom side are humongous right now. So Light's effectively 2-basing it at this stage with 33 SCVs. Flash is one base in it with 2 mineral patches, which is not even a one base, and this patch is gone. That's it. It's gone. This patch with 44 minerals on it, I think Light has done this. I think Light has pulled this off. It hasn't been a base race, but definitely some base tradey situations in this game today. No, hang on. Flash does manage to get this one up and running. So he's one basing versus 2 basing. Flash is maxed out, but he doesn't have the capability to remax at all, which Flash does. Or which Light does. My goodness. So this is it. This is the move. Flash needs to win this thing. Yamato's wiping out a couple of those drop ships. Oh, they had all sorts of stuff in them, though. All right. Well, there's the unload. There is the move and the stutter step in with the Goliaths. Is this bottom left position gonna die? Targeting the battle cruisers quite nicely. Trying to fall back to the siege tanks Light has. He's got the 3-2 upgrades on his mech. The 3-1 here for Light, or for Flash. He's down a bit. So that's a liftoff. Okay, but maybe a counter drop here. SCV is prematurely evacuating from the base. Wait, no. He doesn't actually at all. Oh, he comes back in. Why did he come back in? D-Matrix on the tanks. Flash's one remaining mining base dies. Death to the command center. Say the Goliaths. Goliath online. Death to CC. And, is that it? 150 to 106 supply. Like I said, Flash losing anything here is going to be hard for him to replace. These battle cruisers, 9 kills apiece, have been worth their weight in gold. It's not a mass BC transition by any stretch. Yeah, Flash is trying to do what he can moving across the map here, but he's like, high ground position good. Maybe if I can just high ground this stupid thing. Yeah, I don't know what the EMP's for, or yeah, why he researched EMP. But he did get D-Matrix ready to go. Buh. This is crazy stuff. Yeah, I think that's it. 160 to 91 supply. Really tough to come back from that position. I love that Light transits his SCVs up the left side, takes this base that was Flash's last mining base and says it's mine now. Light's other mining base is gone, so this turns into a 1 base versus a 0 base scenario at 32 minutes, which is bonkers. An absolute banana pants situation to be in right now. Yeah, Flash is sort of sharking around. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, SCV's in the front to absorb hits, but not enough. Oh, SCV's fighting. GG! Flash! Taps out. And Light is our winner in 32 minutes and 38 seconds of fantastic, absolutely fantastic TVT. Like a really fun, really high-level TVT here. It does seem like Light's minor worker advantage through most of this game did seem to help a lot. The fact that he took this base, Flash never took this base. Flash never really regained his own. No, it is this one. Yeah, Flash never regained this base. He had this one for a minute and this one for a minute, but like this one never getting back was a huge deal for him. Yeah, complete mining out of this base was really nice for Light. He never mined out of this one, but it's not particularly fresh anyway, and the Bespin Geyser is effectively depleted. So, great. Beyond great. Also, that upgrade advantage that Light had generally throughout most of the game, I would say. He had a slight upgrade advantage on Flash, but, you know, it's a combination of slight upgrades and slight upgrades and slight upgrades, and everything comes together in a beautiful, beautiful setup. So, man, you can kind of just win if you have enough, if you have enough upgrades altogether. Anyway, man, GG. Really, really good stuff here. And let's check out that final score, man. Yeah, hit that like button if you enjoyed it. What a great TVT that was. So end of the day, 270,000 points to 240,000 points. That is Light on the advance. A little bit less on the APM, but APM is not everything as we know. Outproducing Flash, outkilling Flash, losing fewer units than Flash did. More buildings were raised by Flash. That's an interesting metric considering the game we saw, but that's an outspend, man. You outspend it all in a TVT, especially 7,000 resources in 32 minutes. It's going to help. Like I said, any of these things alone, I mean, the outspend actually helps you get the upgrade advantage and kind of helps you deny the 6th base and stuff. all that stuff together. That's how you take down a monster. That's how you defeat Flashlight. Pulled it off. He was ready for it. He's done it before, and he can do it again. So, GG, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.